Hello, good morning once again. It's Nuruddin Abdusalam of CNL Homes Limited. You already know me as the realtor who sells a lot of properties in Epe, Ibeju, and other parts of Ajax as well. However, today I'm talking to you as the MD CEO of CNL Homes Limited, and to God be the glory. This is going to be our first bet in Epe, Lagos, which is known as the CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 2, located right here in a buy and build environment right here in Iraye Epe town. Iraye Epe town, which is within Lagos State. So what do we have here? We are going to be having this estate is going to be an estate with greenery. We are going to be having the perimeter fencing, the gatehouse. We are going to be having a paved road here, recreation center.
So here is the road drive out of our CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 2 estate, located right here in Iraye Eredo Epe, Lagos State. It's within a buy and build environment, a place where you can buy and you can start developing immediately. And it has a good road access, even not yet tarred but graded. You can easily access it, and you can see we have developments going on within and around as well, around the estate as well. And then you see in this video I'm also going to be talking about the terms and conditions, because I realize that most clients hardly barely read the FAQ. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the terms and conditions of the estate itself. First, let's talk about the estate, the community. You can see people are already living here. It's a fully habitable environment. And you see our estate is just a walk away from where LASU Campus site is located, within this axis of within this community of Iraye Epe, Lagos State. And this is one of the very few properties still available within Epe, Lagos State right now. Large percent of Epe product we have in market now and falls within Epe, Ogun State. You can see this is a fully habitable area. And the CNN GOLDMINE City is presently selling for 700,000 naira, 500 square meters per plot. 700,000 naira per plot for 500 square meters. Pre-launch sale, which ends soon. And then other payments are the survey. You can either go for the provisional survey, which is 200,000 naira, which will be paid to our land surveyor, the registered land surveyor that will prepare the survey for you, provisional survey, or the registered survey, which will be prepared by our registered surveyor, who will prepare your document, your survey for you, chew your land for you, and then your survey. So once that is done, and also part of the money will also go to the Lagos State government as well. And then other payments, also you're also going to be paying for the deed of assignment. You can see the drainage of the main street is presently being constructed. Deed of assignment is 100,000 naira, which goes to the lawyer preparing the agreement that we are selling, that we actually sold the land to you. The agreement between our own company, the CNL Homes Limited, which I'm proudly the MD CEO of the company. The agreement between us and yourself as the subscriber to plots within the estate. So and then the development fee, which we actually call preliminary development fee. The preliminary development fee is 300,000 naira. So this will cover for the perimeter fencing, the overall clearing of the estate, perimeter fencing, as well as the gatehouse, and then partial paved road within the estate as well. So when we talk of preliminary development phase, so that means we still have some development that will be done later, but not yet determined. So how do we determine that? You will see that we actually answer that in our FAQ, frequently asked questions. And let me go through that. Okay. Okay, what are the other that where we have, will there be any development levy? Yes, there will be a preliminary development fee of 300,000 naira um, per plot for 500 square meters. The facilities to be provided with the preliminary development fee are perimeter fencing, beautiful security gatehouse, and a gate and paved roads. Other development, also clearing will be done, though the clearing isn't stated, but the overall clearing of the estate will be done as well, which is part of what you are actually paying for. And other development fees for drainage on center, for drainage system, electricity, security system, potable water, recreation center, central sewage system, and street lights will be decided when the estate becomes functional, with consideration to all stakeholders, that is subscribers involved within the estate. Do you get that now? You see, you can hardly get this from any real estate coin telling you about this, but what we are trying to achieve at CNL Homes Limited is that we want to stop all these issue of, we want to put an end to all this issue of hidden charges, and or you not knowing what to pay for, and we promising this and then not being able to fulfill it, or doing something totally opposite. You can see the area is back to the community, is a fully functional community where people are already living, and then there are businesses here and there within the estate. You see, by the time this graded road, this is actually how large percent of Epe looks road. Some parts will be slopey, some will come up, some will go down. So by the time this graded road is tarred, but once it is tarred, you see, definitely this place will turn to an hot cake. But the truth is, but before you have the gold, you have to mine it. So for those that actually mine it, what they will end up earning by the time they get close to the gold will totally be different from those who actually bought it when the gold is ready and now reselling. So that means you being a gold miner in this area, buying from the gold mine city, located right here in Iraye Epe community, Lagos State, mean that you are posed with the opportunity to actually earn a lot high in terms of value appreciation when you're actually buying a place like this for either land banking purpose or for the developmental purpose. This is the gold mine city, CNL Gold Mine City Phase 2, located right here in Iraye Eredo Epe, Lagos, presently selling for 700,000 naira per plot. Pre-launch sale, which ends soon. By the time we are done with the pre-launch sale in a couple of days, we will start selling for actually the pre-launch sale ended on February 10, 2022. We are supposed to extend the pricing, but a lot of calls from prospects and existing clients that they want to pay next week, blah blah blah. So we decided to extend it to April, I'm sorry, till February 15, 2022. So you can get to make your deposit and acquire more properties here, acquire more lands here, because by the time we get to December 2022, it will be quite difficult for you to actually get a land selling for less than 1 million naira, even less than 2 million naira within this axis. Like I promised in my previous video, you actually see what you see largely on the estate right now is bush, but by December 2022, the face of the estate would have turned into a real gold mine that will now be an envy of the society and large investors. But the investors that will actually make huge gain from it are those that are investing into it now, that it is still an open project. We are now on the road leading towards the Epe Ibeju Expressway. So in this drive, we are actually going to take the road that leads to Poka, and then from there we try to link the Epe toll gate. I want to show the clients in this video Epe toll gate, so we can now turn back and drive back towards this very estate, to drive back towards Ekpeti junction. So let's say you are coming from Ekpeti junction, you can easily access our estate through 2 to 3 routes. One is the one that leads to Epe Ayetoro market. So Epe Ayetoro market, so from there you just drive straight. Before you get to that Ilara road, ours is Iraye road, you make a right turn, a right turning into our road, the road I came out from. Now you make a right turning into this road, and then you are heading straight into our estate. That's one. And then number two, you can easily go through Poka Road. Though driving through Poka Road is a quite long journey, a bit longer than through Ayetoro Road. You can see this is a city. This city is going to be massive in a couple of months. I bet you. You know what is going on presently. Even with all what immediate past governor of Lagos State did in Epe, the present governor is also doing more in opening up that Epe T Junction road down to Eleko, and then they are still going to expand it. The airport clearing has already started, so that means and they are also looking at ensuring the Fourth Mainland Bridge project starts before the end of this 2020, before 2023 election starts commences. That's three. And then lot of businesses are also coming in. We've got a lot of top international schools around this axis, as well as college of education and then universities, which I'm going to be showing you in this video. You know, I don't like telling and not backing my talk with vivid evidence. Sure you get. So I'm sorry for using that term. Sure you get. So at this point, I'm going to stop at my weather's place. I want to check my signpost down there. So that's why I had to cut the video there, and then we are back on the road heading towards the expressway, the Epe Ijebu expressway. And I'm also going to show you where our first signpost will be on the expressway, in order to show you the road drive down into the estate. And then we are also going to be having another signpost right on our estate as well. That's CNL Homes trying to change the face, improve on the face of real estate investment, real estate development in Epe, Lagos State. Our first project is presently ongoing in Ibeju Lekki, Ibeju Lekki, where we have the CNL GOLDMINE CITY PHASE 1, still selling for 1.2 million naira, 600 square meters pre-launch sale, and then 700,000 naira for 300 square meters pre-launch sale. There you can easily buy. It is actually facing the expressway. You can easily buy there. It's one of the best options you can easily get for land banking presently on that axis. So which I am urging you all to try to. If you are not interested in Epe, take interest in Ibeju Lekki, because by the time that's going to be the largest industrial city in West Africa. By the time the refinery, the deep sea port becomes fully functional, a lot of activities are coming up there, a lot of warehouses are coming up there. That axis actually poses a lot of opportunities. So let me come back to Epe, which is going to be the haven that will always link Ibeju to other parts of Nigeria. That is the part where you apply to get to other parts of Nigeria. That's Epe city for you. And Epe is blessed with large mass of land, good road, different road network, different access road network that you can easily use to access different locations in this area. Man, Epe is going to blow up like wow. It's going to be an amazing city, I must say. With that airport already coming up, and then the Fourth Mainland Bridge also on the way, man, Epe is going to be an amazing city. We've got a lot of college of education here. We've got St. Augustine University, Otedola College of Education, Yabatech College of Technology, Atlantic All, one of the best international schools international secondary schools in Nigeria. Atlantic All secondary school. Lot of investment are in Epe presently, and Epe is an area where you already have a communal sense of living, existing communal sense of living. So for anyone buying, so now let me now give you gist on reason why most people buy Lagos property. You see, large percent of those who buy Lagos property do not actually intend to live within that axis of Lagos, but they buy it because Lagos real estate market in Nigeria presently, Lagos is number one. Economic city, economic heart of West Africa, city of West Africa, not just Nigeria. Lagos is number one. The Lagos economy is even larger than some states, some countries' economy all over the world. So Lagos is a place where dream come true for many, if not for all. And Lagos is a place where when you know what you are doing, you can always make way for yourself, and then you move on to the next. Lagos is blessed with a lot of opportunities, and then so that's my Otedola as College of Education on our left hand side, which we just drove past. You know what I always do? I don't give videos that I will just show some bits and then because I need you to buy. You see, I always like an unedited video in order for you to judge your buying decision wherever you are, and make it look like you're actually in the country observing it yourself. In this video I'm going to be telling you some other estates we have in some other fantastic location which you can easily key into right now today that will yield huge return on investment for you. You see what more? Good access road. You see, you can easily access Ogun State from this way. This is the Epe Ijebu Expressway. We are trying to link up to that toll gate. I want to show them the toll gate, and then we turn back towards Poka Road and link the K2 Epe Road back to Ekpeti Junction. You already know that the K2 Epe Road leads straight to Ikorodu. That's back to Lagos. That's back to another part of Lagos again. And then on that Ketu Epe Road, we have places like Meadow of Luxury Estate still selling for 2.4 million naira 600 square meters, 1.3 million naira 300 square meters. We also have Green Oak Gardens Estate, where we are presently having the fencing ongoing. All these companies I'm talking about, all these developments I'm talking about are developed by this. You can see these are developed by developers that are actually my colleague that will relate very well, that I can easily influence deals for you there as well. Green Oak Gardens, which is also facing the expressway presently, where the fencing is presently ongoing, selling for 850,000 naira on the K2 Epe axis. And then we also have Ileola Land of Wealth, also on the K2 Epe axis, which is also selling for 850,000 naira per plot. These are lands that are actually facing a third expressway that will be that has just been signed to be dualized as well, to be dualized rather. This is a what is it called? This is Michael Otedola Housing Estate, which you just drove past now again. And then what more? Okay, I've talked about Ileola. Ileola is selling for 850,000 naira. We also have the Broadney Residence Phase 2, also on that K2 Epe axis, selling for 750,000 naira per plot, also facing the expressway. We also have the Porsche Garden as well on that axis. You see, I do not see any reason why you will say and that's Yabatech over there on our left hand side. Yabatech, an existing college of technology right here in Epe town as well. You see, Epe is blessed. Epe is a land filled with milk and honey. Epe is a gold mine. And we see when definitely there will be a point where gold mine will be affordable, but by the time it's attain its value, its full potential, I pray everybody looking at this video will be able to that actually miss out on that plan to miss out in buying a pet today will be able to buy it then. You see, at this point, we developers do not even encourage clients to come and buy land in Epe again, because we're actually waiting. We are also taking our own time to, like, let me sell few plots and then keep the rest to myself. and after some months, couple of months, come out again, sell at higher rate when development happen again within a landmark as well. And this is an area where government is highly interested in. When I say highly interested in terms of development and infrastructural development within the area and bringing in investors into the area as well. So in a place, when you have a place where government is highly interested in, expect the rapid growth of such location even faster than an existing location that has been growing, and you are not get see that are not seeing the light of the day. Epe is blessed, I must say. And with good leadership in Lagos State, Epe will attain its peak ASAP. ASAP. And one of the values, one of the advantage Epe has is that it has large mass of land. So I already told you about why some clients actually buy Lagos. Not it is not everybody you see buy Lagos that are actually buying, because we are close to the toll gate now, where Lagos State end and then Ogun State begins. That are actually buying Lagos. It is not all those that are buying Lagos that are buying it because they want to live. They want to live in Lagos. Like I told you, a lot of people are actually using Lagos for business purpose. And they take that money they make from the real estate investment, the genuine real estate investment they make, and then they make there, they and then they use it to develop within a location, in a preferred location they like to live in. You see, when you buy a property, we've seen a lot of cases of people saying we bought a property for 200,000 naira and later I sold it for 20 million naira. See the city. This is Ogun State, part of Epe, Lagos State, and in this area we have this estate, the Wayside Castle, which is selling for 600,000 naira per plot. You can buy 5 and get one free. Total package per plot is 1.5 million naira. We also have another Onyx product here as well, selling for less than a million naira as well, which I'm also going to be sharing. It is on this left hand side, right hand side rather. We have the Onyx, and up there is where we have, ahead of us is where we have